Happy Saturday, everyone. This is Emily with Plan to Be Fab and DEK Designs, and welcome to another Plan with me. First of all, I want to apologize. My voice is probably going to go in and out throughout this video. I have been super freaking sick all week, and this is a rewind, so I did not put stickers down for this week yet, and I really need to do that to feel like I have my life together. And per usual, I am planning on doing a plan with me tomorrow as well, but that is weather pending. We are apparently going to get a really fun blizzard this afternoon, so if not tomorrow, at least by Monday night, I will have another plan with me for next week. So for my rewind, I am going to do this new kit I designed, and if you are an Etsy shopper, this kit is still free this weekend when you spend $15 in shop, and you get 6 sheets and it has rose gold foil on it. And you get to choose if you want your Erin Condon vertical, which is what I am using today, or you can choose Happy Planner Classic size as well. So these are the full boxes, and the quote on the middle says, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet" on the inside. And it just has a lot of that marble and light pink, gold, and this darker color as well. Here are your half boxes, and I thought instead of hearts or bows, I would incorporate that gold pineapple instead. And you have some habit trackers. Here are your checklists, and I already used these two. I like to put my washi down before I start my video because I get very technical with it, and I just don't want to have you guys watch me struggle for a long time, so might as well. Your washi and date covers, your matching headers and glitter headers. That's my dog whining in the background. And here is your matching icons and flags, and some Boo Bear, of course. Alright, so I am just going to get started. What a week, though. So, like I said, I have been sick. Like, I could not even work this week. Like, that bad. Freaking miserable. I feel a lot better today, but man. So please excuse my nails also. We did our best. I went to the Chicago Planner Conference, and we left Friday and got back barely, might I add, got back on Sunday. And I don't know what happened. Like, Christian started getting sick on Friday, and then I caught it, and it was just, woof, it was rough. So I had a great time at the Chicago Planner Conference. I'll talk to you more about that here in a second. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not used to flying and traveling. I don't know. But I got a fever and chills and just all of that nasty stuff that you don't want to deal with. But no, I did my best to overcome that and just have a good time. I met so many amazing people at the Chicago Planner Conference. It was very empowering just to see. This was my first conference ever, by the way. it was just very empowering to see all these women coming together and supporting each other and learning from each other. And the energy was just super high all the time, and everyone was willing to make new friends. It was a blast. So I'm glad I went to this one first. It was a little overwhelming, obviously, especially since it was my first one. But now I kind of have an idea of what these conferences are like. So when I go to Go Wild Vegas, I won't be as shocked. I know that there's a lot more attendees for that one, and it's in Vegas, which is crazy. So I know I'm still going to be a little overwhelmed, but I at least got my feet wet and kind of know a little more what to expect. But it was a blast, and I can't wait to do it again. I just learned so much from so many different people, other shop owners, or people. I've even learned from people that just are obsessed with planning, and got to learn from them, or people that are very good at calligraphy and handwriting and stuff like that. So it was a really neat experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It really opened my mind up. So, and it gave me more of a creative motivation. I don't know if that's the right way to explain it, but I feel more energized, creatively. That is not a word. I'm still sick, guys. Don't make fun of me. I just feel like I have more creative energy. There we go. That's a good way to put it. So I'm excited to put that more into use and use what I have learned, because it was amazing. And yeah, excuse me for sniffling and all that during this video. I know it's annoying. I'll try to tone it down as much as I can. But yeah, Chicago was amazing, and there funny story for you. So we didn't get in tickets for the brunch on Sunday morning, which is fine. So we decided we should fly out as early as possible on Sunday. So the earliest flight we could get out was, I believe initially it was 12:50. All right. Our flight got delayed. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not exaggerating this number. Over 9 times. And I understand that's how traveling works, and I'm not used to it, so it was more irritating to me. But oh my goodness. So it was snowing in Chicago. It wasn't like horribly snowing. It was just wet snow, and it wasn't like downpouring. We got to the airport as early as possible because I am paranoid about missing a flight or anything like that, because if you do, you're just kind of SOL. So me, being the paranoid freak, I was like, we need to get there as soon as possible. And we can just hang out at the airport, you know, have brunch, get drinks, whatever, until our flight. But it got delayed until 4 in the afternoon. And then it got delayed until 10:50 at night. Then it got delayed till 9. Then it got delayed till like 9:30. And then it got delayed to back to earlier, like 8:30 or something. Then back to 9:30. And then it started delaying just by minutes, and it was just so frustrating. I thought they were gonna just completely cancel the flight, and we were on standby for a flight the next day, like 7 at night the next day. We spent over 12 hours in the airport. 12 hours in an airport. That part I wasn't very too fond of. I mean, what can you do? It's travel. I totally understand that. But yeah, that was rough. Especially when we are sick. That made it worse, I feel like, because I had a fever. I literally had a fever and I had chills and I kept getting super cold and then super hot and then super cold and super hot. And I didn't have a change of clothes because I had everything in my bag. I checked my bag, so I was like, well, if we're stuck for another day, this is going to be even more miserable. So I'm glad that we ended up getting out that night. I didn't get home until like 1 in the morning on Monday. And it was snowing here in Omaha, so that didn't help the delays either. But yeah, it was just, that part was pretty much a mess. But besides that, I mean, that's out of your control, honestly. And I accepted that, but it was just, ugh. That part was not a good time. So I know I said I was going to do a plan with me earlier this week, and I was just so sick I couldn't do it. But I know some of you asked questions about the conference or just random topics, so I'm going to be pulling those up per usual here in a moment. But no, it was just so amazing, this conference, just seeing all this community, these people coming together. And yeah, I've been to like a planner meetup before and stuff like that, but in town. But when you go somewhere where you're not familiar with and you don't know too many people, and all these people just reach out to you and want to be your friend and talk to you and just share a passion together, it's amazing. So if you ever have the chance to, even a meetup, like even that, like if you have a chance to go to a conference or a meetup and you're on the fence about it or too nervous, like I totally understand. I would like to say that I'm outgoing, but it was so overwhelming that I felt a little bit in my shell. But when you are with these people, they don't make you feel that way. They bring you in and they are super welcoming and just, it's an amazing time. So 10 out of 10 would recommend that. Okay, let me pull up some of these questions here. Excuse me. Okay, phone, work for me here. Alright, and Kelly, thank you so much for always asking amazing questions and getting me through these plan with me's. They are great. I love them. Let me find my headers while I talk. Okay. So Kelly said, how did you like the deep dish pizza? What restaurant did you go to get it? This was the first time I have tried deep dish pizza, and if you go in our Facebook group, you'll see what it looked like. I honestly never eat pizza. Like, it's just, I don't know why. It's good. I like pizza, of course. It's just not something I regularly eat. So I was pretty excited to put my fat pants on and eat my face off because I've heard really good things about Chicago's deep dish. So honestly, this is embarrassing, but I don't remember the name of the restaurant we went to. And maybe it was just a restaurant. I don't know what it was. Or the pizza I ended up ordering. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like all as it was hyped up to be, if that makes sense. And honestly, yeah, it might have been the restaurant or the type of pizza I ordered. I did order a deep dish, but I wasn't just like head over heels for it like I thought it would be. But I did try a Chicago dog, and that was really freaking good. I was a fan of that. So next time I go to Chicago, maybe I'll try a different place or a different order of pizza. I mean, I'm not knocking it at all. It was probably just that. So yes, next time I will try something different. But I really did like the Chicago dog. That was really good. We had a lot of good food. And we went to an Irish pub, and that was pretty neat. They have a lot of those there. So we went to brunch one day for that, and that was good. Between seminars, so. What other questions do we have? Kelly also asked, what was one new surprising planner thing you learned? I know there was probably many, just going for the most surprising. That's a good question. I went to 3 different seminars on Saturdays. So the first one I went to was about YouTube, and there was 3 women there, or excuse me, 4, that talked about how they built their YouTube up and talked about kind of how they started and how different YouTube is than it was when they did start back in the day, and things you should be cautious of, or what you should kind of know before starting a YouTube, because it is a tough market now more than it was in the past when they started. So it was very interesting to hear how much YouTube has changed and how you kind of have to know how to take criticism well and take it and learn from it more than be offended, or know how to not let people who are just rude affect you. So kind of things like that. The second one I went to was how to boost your planner, and the speaker was a life coach speaker, and she talked about the law of attraction and how to remain motivated, and talk to us about making a vision board, which I've wanted to do for a long time. I have a cork board up in my office. I just have not started. My intention was to build a vision board. I just didn't know how to start. So that was kind of cool how she talked about that. And it's nice to have that motivation, just that visual motivation, and see it in your office every single day and have those symbolistic images for the goals that you want to accomplish. So that was the second one I went to. And the third seminar I went to was how to make your TN work for you. And they gave us all the tools to make our own TN. I will have to show you in my next Plan With Me video. I'll bring it and show it to you. It was pretty cool. So we made our own TN, and it had the Chicago logo, Planner Conference logo on the outside. And we had entered our inserts, and honestly, my boyfriend's TN came out looking a lot better than mine did, and I was kind of embarrassed by that. But his turned out really good, and I ended up breaking my strings somehow. I don't know. I have to fix mine. So I'll show you the one that he did for my next plan with me tomorrow or Monday, just depending on the weather. So that was really cool to do. Kelly asked, did you enjoy the flight there? The home trip was delayed, but was it enjoyable once you were in the air? So the flight was very short, which helped. It was only an hour and 15 minutes from Chicago to Omaha. So with how much we were delayed, we could have freaking drived home before our flight. But the roads were kind of nasty with all the snow and wintry stuff, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. So no, the flight was fine. The first flight from Omaha to Chicago was really bumpy. It was a little crazy, but it was on time and everything, which was nice. The flight home was good. It was really smooth, and felt like it went by fast because of how long we were waiting to finally get in the air. I was just super excited to come home. That's all I wanted. So the flights weren't that bad, especially when it's only an hour and 15. It was just, yeah, it wasn't bad. I usually get pretty bad anxiety about flying, but I didn't too bad this time. I think you start to get used to it. It's just, to me, it's weird. It's like a control thing, I guess, because you have zero control of, you're super high in the air. Like, if something happens, it's just like, well, can't control what happens because you just can't. So I think that's why I had the biggest problem for a while, but I'm starting to get over that. The last time I flew was when I went to visit my friend in Panama City Beach, Florida, which was about a year ago. It wasn't that long ago, so. But that needs a connecting flight, so I kind of got used to being thrown on planes and all that, but I've never had a delay like that before, so it was just frustrating, but what can you do? Not much, I'll tell you that. Not much. I love how this kit turned out. I honestly just saw a photo and it inspired me, and I just threw this together. Well, I didn't throw it together. I took a lot of time on designing this, so I shouldn't say that, but I just saw one picture and I was like, yes, I want it based off of this picture, which is this one. This is the one I saw. So that's when I started putting it all together. Which are my favorite kits, honestly. Like, that's what happened with this kit as well. This one that I used last week. I saw one picture of a succulent, and I put it in this cup, and I was like, oh my gosh, let's make a kit off of it. So I did, and that's what I did with this one. I just saw this pineapple, and I was like, well, let's make it happen. So I did. For some reason, those are my favorite kits. That's where, and my creative energy is high right now, so I spent a lot of time on putting this one together. I'm going to have to find a weekend banner later and lay it across. I did not bring one with me to my filming station, which is fine. I will show you a picture of that part later. I'm excited to write in my planner. Like, I've been so sick, I can't even write in my planner. Like, that's ridiculous. Ugh. So I'm excited to put my pen on this bad boy. But besides that, I'm not seeing any other questions. If you did ask any that I did not address today, I will tomorrow in my other plan with me, or Monday, like I said, depending on what the weather wants to do with itself. Which I hope it's not bad, but we're supposed to get, what is it, 5 to 9 inches of snow with 50-mile-per-hour winds. If you want to move to Nebraska, that's what you're going to get. It's a good time, guys. Okay. No, but don't move to Nebraska. It's not that fun. There are worse places to live. I shouldn't knock Nebraska like that. I've lived here all my life, but sometimes I'm just like, dang it. Can we just have a little bit of sun somewhere? Just a little bit. I'm gonna put this guy right here. I'm sorry for sniffling. That's seriously one of my biggest pet peeves. I go insane when people just don't blow their freaking nose. So I'm sorry for the sniffles that I've had throughout this video. Ooh. So Wednesday, and then I'm gonna put a bow on Wednesday for Hump Day Happy Mail to track that, and Friday for Freebie Friday, which was this kit. And I think, well, I might put a Boo Bear here. Yeah, just to have a little character. And I was going to use one of these, but I don't know how purple foil goes. No, I think we have this in black foil, so I think I'm going to find that and foil a planner peg in black and use that for this week. I think that black foil will look really good next to the rose gold and all of that. So here is what I have now. And like I said, pay attention to my IG account. I might add more stickers while I start putting some ink on this week, which I'm very excited to do. But sometimes a spread is so pretty, I'm so nervous to put my handwriting on it. Like, my hand is shaking. I don't want to mess it up. So this is called, oh man, Pineapple Vibes. Sorry, I was between a few names for this one. I had some people participate on my Instagram with a lot of amazing names, but I went with Pineapple Vibes. And like I said, this kit is going to be free all weekend on the Etsy shop when you spend $15. And the Etsy shop is also on sale, just to let you know. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you either tomorrow or Monday to plan out next week. And I will show you what this looks like once I have some handwriting in it. Thank you, and have a great weekend, and be safe if you are also en route of this nasty blizzard.